G'day guys, my name's Dave Tran and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. And in this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to play Expectations by Lauren Jauregui. Now in this video, I'll be teaching you how to play the studio version with the guitar solo as well, but I'll also teach a really nice and easy strummed version for the people out there who just want to strum along and sing. Now for the basics of this song, you'll need a guitar and standard tuning and you won't need a capo at all. Now if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. And if you want to take your guitar to the next level, then check out Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. Now the guitar that I'm playing in this video today is a Cole Clark Fat Lady 2 in redwood with African mahogany sides. If you want to find out more, there's a link in the description below. Let's start with the rhythm sections of this song. I'm going to start with the rhythm section that's actually in the recording, and then I'll teach you some easy strum chords afterwards. So we're going to start with an A minor bar chord shape like this. Now in terms of picking, we'll be using hybrid picking to get the same sort of dynamic and effect that's in the studio recorded version. So you'll be holding a pick with your index finger and thumb, but with your middle and ring finger, you'll get that ready to pluck the second and first strings. We'll need them in a sec. Now luckily this song has the same riff the whole way through for the rhythm, so really nice and easy. So with this A minor bar chord, we're going to be hitting the 6th string, 5th string, 4th string, and then after that we'll pluck the first and second strings with our ring and pinky finger. Now the thing to note here though is that for the first 3 plucks you'll want to mute those strings. So take the fleshy bit of your palm, rest it lightly on the edge of the bridge. Too far in you won't hear anything, too far out it'll ring normally. So it needs to be right on the edge of the bridge. So you get those nice muted notes. And for the final pluck, like that, we won't be muting that. But as soon as you play it, don't let it ring out. And so far. So after you play it, you can just lift your bar chord really, like that. Don't push your bar chord down, and that will automatically mute those notes. Of course, if you don't want to do the hybrid picking, then you can just use your pick as well. With an upstroke, like that. Next, we're going to go to an E minor chord shape. Now this is a 5th string E minor bar chord. And we're going to do a very similar pattern here, except our first 3 notes start from the 5th string downwards. So 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, and then we do that pluck. So remember those first 3 plucks should ideally be palm muted to give that really cool effect. And you don't want to hold that last pluck out. Then for our 3rd chord, we go to a B7 chord like this. So we bar the 2nd fret, go on the 4th frets of the 4th and 2nd strings. And we're going to do the exact same picking pattern. Then we go back up to our E minor shape. We're going to turn this into an E minor 7 shape though. So lift your pinky finger, and now this is our chord, and we do the exact same picking pattern. And that's it for the riff that gets played throughout the whole song. So in total. And you just repeat that again and again. Now if that main picking riff is too hard for you, here's an easier way for the beginners out there. So we're going to use some really easy open chord shapes. We're going to start with an A minor, and then we go to an E minor, and then we go to a B7, like that, and then back to our E minor. So that's our nice and easy 4-chord chord progression. In terms of strumming pattern, we're just going to have something that sounds like this. It's 6 down strums followed by an up strum. Down, 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 up. Now, notice how that 4th strum is highlighted. Ideally, you want to accent that down strum so that you get a bit more feel. So it'll sound like this. Down, 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 up. Now we're going to play that strumming pattern once for each chord, and the easy way of playing this song, which you can use throughout the whole song, will sound like this. Down, 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 down. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the solo. Now this isn't the easiest solo going around. There's a lot of advanced techniques and quick licks involved. So I would only really try to play it if you're an intermediate to advanced player. If you're a beginner, it might just frustrate you, and I'd suggest you just learn the basics first before tackling something like this. But anyway, let's get stuck into it. There's 5 lines of tabs here. And we're going to start with our index finger on the 12th fret of the 4th string. For our first 4 notes, it's just 12th fret, 14th fret, and then 12th fret of the 3rd string and 14th fret. And that's ideally all sort of muted, which would sound like this. After that, we have a pre-bend. So with our ring finger on the 14th fret of the 3rd string, you're going to have it pre-bent and then hit that note. Now that pre-bend needs to be the pitch of the 15th fret of the 3rd string. So it's like a half bend there. And as you hit it, you drop it back down to its original pitch. So you release and then pull off to the 12th fret of the 3rd string. And so far. And then with our pinky finger, we're on the 15th fret of the 2nd string. And then our ring finger comes back onto the 14th fret of the 3rd. We're going to hit both these strings together at the same time and bend that 3rd string. So you keep your pinky there, you don't bend your pinky finger, you only bend your ring finger, which pushes the 3rd string up. And so far we have this. After that, our ring finger comes back up to the 14th fret of the 4th string, pull off to the 12th fret, and then we're going to do 2 quick hammer-ons, 12th fret to 14th fret on the 3rd string. Like that. And then our next little lick is very quick run. It's 12th fret, pull off 14th fret onto 12th fret of the 4th string, and then move down another string and do the same things. And that's all in really one quick motion. And so far for the first line. For our next line of tab, we're going to take our ring finger, slide it up to the 16th fret of the 3rd string. Pinky goes on the 17th fret of the 2nd. So slide, 2nd string, back to 3rd, and back to 2nd. And again. After that, we take our ring finger, 16th fret, we'll slide it down to the 14th fret. So that's a really quick slide down. And then we hit 12th fret, and then slide back up with our ring finger, 14th to 16th fret. And then down to the 12th fret, and 14th fret of the 4th string twice. And then we hold that out for a little bit and then pull it off. We don't need to pluck that string again. We hit it twice and then just pull it off with our fretting hand. And that lick in total. And the second line. Alright, moving on to the 3rd line of tab, we start 12th fret of the 1st string, hit that twice, and then our ring finger goes on the 15th fret of the 1st string. Now this is going to be a really tricky bend, so we're going to hit it, bend up to the 17th fret pitch, so we're going to do that twice though, so 1, 2, and back to original position, and we're going to bend it up a 3rd time, but we're going to bend it up even higher to the pitch of the 18th fret. So 1, 2, 3. So that 3rd bend needs to go up to an even higher pitch. Notice how I only pluck it once, like that. After that bend, we go back down to the 12th fret of the 1st string. You want to bar the 1st and 2nd strings with your index finger though, because we'll hit the 1st string, 2nd string, back to 1st string, and then with our ring finger, 15th fret, back to 12th fret. As we hold that, we're just going to quickly do a quick hammer on to end that run. So that little chunk. Notice how that last hammer on I don't actually pluck again. Then we're going to go up to the 17th fret of the 1st string. We're going to do some tricky bends here again. So we're going to hit it and then bend it up to the pitch of the 19th fret. We're going to do that quickly twice. And then the 3rd time is a really slow bend up. So 1, 2, 3. So that last bend is really slow. Notice how I just gradually take that pitch up at the end of the 3rd bend up. but I'm only plucking that string once. After that, we're going to stay on this fret. We're going to bend it up to the 19th fret pitch twice, like that. So there's no release. As soon as you bend up, you just want to cut that note so it doesn't release back down. So bend, bend, and then we go to 15th fret and 17th fret twice on the second string. So that last chunk. And in total for the third line. For the fourth line of tab, we're going to need to go up to the 19th fret of our first string. It starts getting pretty high up here. So we're going to pluck that and quickly hammer onto the 22nd fret of our first string. Like that. After that first hammer on, we have a 3 chunk note. So 22nd fret, back to 19th, back up to the 22nd, and so far. Then we do that 3 note chunk again. And then we have a 5 note chunk which goes 22nd fret, 19th fret, 22nd fret, 19th fret, and then back down to the 20th fret of the second string with your middle finger. And everything there. Then for the second half of this fourth line of tab, it's quite similar to what we had in the second half of the third line of tab. Then we get to our fifth line of tab, and we're going to start on the 15th fret of our second string. We're going to hammer on and pull off onto the 17th fret of our second string. Quickly go to the 16th fret of the third string with our middle finger. Like that. And then we end on the 14th fret of the third string. So that lick. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but we'll end on the 12th fret instead of the 14th fret, which sounds like this. And those two together. Now this next run's a bit of a marathon, but it sounds really cool. We're going to start by sliding our ring finger up to the 14th fret of the 4th string, and then 12th fret of the 3rd string, and then hammer on, pull off 11th fret onto the 12th. Then we go 14th, 12th of the 4th string, 14th, 12th of the 5th string, 15th fret of the 6th string, then we go back up, so 12th, 14th, 12th, 14th, 12th of the 3rd string, and all that together. And then we're going to do that bend and release that we had at the start of the song as well. So you're going to have the 14th fret push down, but you're going to have it pre-bent, hit it, release, and then pull off to the 12th fret, hit the 15th fret of your second string with your pinky, and then hit both of these strings together with your ring finger on the 14th fret of the 3rd string, bend up like that, and in total. And then we're going to end by hitting the 2nd string. Now you already have your pinky there on the 15th fret, so hit that and pull off to the 12th fret of the 2nd string. We go back up to the 15th fret of the 2nd string, and then bend it up to a pitch of the 17th fret. And that's the end of the solo. And in total for this last line, and everything all together. Now I'll be playing through the track in its entirety, and I'll have my good friend Amanda singing on top for some context. She's got an amazing voice, so be sure to check out her channel, link is in the description below. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
you expect, we expect. No, I don't need the pride. I don't need no play-by-play. All I need from your side is for you to communicate. Respect for my time, respect for my space, respect for my energy. 'Cause I've been waiting here all night for you to warm me up, and you haven't was start of me. Wish I had no expectations. I really wish that I could get it through your head with no confrontation. I really wish we could talk about it instead. All these tears that I cried when I'm turned to the side and you're in the same fucking bed. Wish I had no expectations, but I expect, you expect, we expect. I wish I could get through your head with no confrontation. I really wish we could talk about it instead. All these tears that I cried when I'm turned to the side and you're in the same fucking bed. Wish I had no expectations, but I expect, you expect, we expect.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook, or if you want to take your guitar to the next level, then check out Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. As always, if you enjoyed this, I'd love it if you could hit that like button, hit subscribe, click the little notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on my updates. Please leave your thoughts, comments, questions, and requests down below, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.